Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I brought for you a wonderful poem. It's written by P.B. Shelley. P.B. Shelley is the youngest of romantic poets. Here is a small bio of P.B. Shelley. P.B. Shelley was born on 4th August in 1792, and he was died at a young age on 8th July 1822. He was one of the major English romantic poets, widely recognized as one of the greatest lyric and philosophical poets in English language. And he is a radical and his poetry, as well as in political and social views. Shelley did not see fame during his lifetime. But unfortunately, after maybe his um, premature death, unable to get him a fame. But after his death, he got such a good fame. But recognition of his achievements and poetry grew steadily following his death. Shelley became a key member of close circle of visionary poets and writers that included Lord Byron, John Keats, Leigh Hunt, Thomas Love Peacock, and his own second wife, Mary Shelley. We know that Mary Shelley is the writer of Frankenstein. Shelley is a best classical poet, and his classical poems include Ozymandias, Ode to the West Wind, to a Skylark, Music, When Soft Voice Die, The Cloud, The Mask of Anarchy are some of his best arts, lyrical, classical poems. His other major works include a groundbreaking verse drama, Sensi, that was published in 1890, and long visionary philosophical poems such as Queen Maba. And this is a work, it is worked as the demon of the world, Alastor, revolt of Islam, Adonis, Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus Unbound was one of the poem, the melodrama that was published in 1820 and widely considered his masterpiece. Hellas, a lyrical drama that was published in 1821, and his final unfinished work is The Triumph of Life. It is unfinished one, though it was published in 1822. Shelley's close circles of friends included some of the most important progressive radical thinkers of his day, who are included his father-in-law and the philosopher William Godwin, Leigh Hunt. Though Shelley's poetry and prose output remained steady throughout his life, most publishers and journals declined to publish his work for fear of being arrested for their blasphemy or seduction. That is the fear, and that's the reason most of the publisher did not accept the work of Shelley to publish. Shelley's poetry sometimes had only an underground readership during his day, but his poetic achievements have become widely recognized today. And his political and social thought had an important impact on the Christ and other movements in England, and reach down to the present day. If we see Shelley's, if we see, look at the personality of Shelley is completely different. That who was a Shelley in 1820s, 1821s, completely opposite in 2020s. Shelley's theories of economics and morality, for example, had a profound influence on Karl Marx. His early, perhaps first writings on non-violent resistance include influenced Leo Tolstoy, whose writings on the subject in turn influenced Mahatma Gandhi. We know that Mahatma Gandhi immensely influenced by Leo Tolstoy. After all, Leo Tolstoy is also one of the person who has influenced by the works of P.B. Shelley, who took an inspiration from Karl Marx and economic practices, economic theories, and economic morality, whose writings on the subject in turn influenced all these people like Marx and theories influenced Shelley. Shelley's theories influenced Tolstoy. Tolstoy theories influenced Mahatma Gandhi. And here, though we can see further, Mahatma Gandhi's theories are influenced Martin Luther King Jr. also, who is a person fought for the rights of Black people in America, civil right disobedience movement in America. That was in 1960s. And other practicing nonviolence during the American civil rights movement. And Shelley became a Lord Star to the subsequent three or four generations of poets, including important Victorian and pre-Raphaelite poets such as Robert Browning and Dante Gabriel Rossetti. See, Shelley is an inspiring personality, an inspiration to many generations, not three to four generations of poets. He is an influential person. He is a role model to the poets of Victorian and pre-Raphaelite poets also. Like we can see Robert Browning and Gabriel Rossetti are the best writers who got influence, who are influenced by P.B. Shelley. Admirers have included Oscar Wilde, Thomas Hardy, George Bernard Shaw, Leo Tolstoy, Bertrand Russell, W.B. Yeats, Upton Sinclair, and Isadora Duncan. These are the great poets who are writers who are influenced by the works of P.B. Shelley. And apparently, Henry David Thoreau, civil disobedience. That Thoreau is one of the person who worked on Zingoism and America. Apparently shows the influence of Shelley's writings and theories on nonviolence and protest and political action. Shelley's popularity and influence has continued to grow in contemporary poetry circles too. And we can even today see most of the people are there who are influenced, whose writings are influenced by Shelley, even today also.